Hello, everyone, and welcome to our abundance reading for this month. My name is Christy, and I am. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our abundance reading for the month. My name is Christy, and I am a counselor coming at you from Delta, BC, Canada. And I am so proud to use the tarot, oracle cards, psychology, and human design to bring meaningful messages to you from spirit. All right, this week I am called to start with a power animal oracle card for the collective's highest and best in terms of expanding abundance. Then I will do a 7-card open spread with the tarot to receive guidance for all of us. And if you are interested in a more direct reading for your energy type, please go and check those out on my YouTube channel at Tarot in HD. All right, let's first of all call in spirit and get going. All right, so for the collective, which power animal is here for us to expand our abundance as a group? And we have antelope, decisiveness, make a decision and take appropriate action. That seems to fit very nicely. Okay, so antelopes, they move very quickly. Their instincts are tight. They know they are going to fight or flight, and they're ready to go at any time, and they have to make that decision very quickly. So we'll see how the energy of antelope and making decisions and decisiveness will help us this week as with the collective. All right, here we go. All right, so card 1 is the issue, card 7 is the outcome, and then all of the other ones kind of like feed into it. So let's get going. All right, the issue, card 1, is the Knight of Swords. Interesting. All right, card number 2, the King of Cups. Card number 3, the Star. Beautiful. Card number 4, the Knight of Pentacles. We've got some knights going on. We use some movement. All right. And card number 5, the World. Beautiful. This just came up for our generators. They had beautiful reading. Actually, all the readings have been fantastic financially. Oh, wow. We got speed. There is so much happening in this reading. And from a financial perspective, as the outcome, we literally could not have a better card. Okay, let's roll, collective. Beautiful. Okay, so let's first of all start. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's so interesting because we have two conflicting messages in terms of the speed of something, but I can actually tell how I'm already feeling how it all comes together. Okay, so the issue is this is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is impulsive. Okay, so where have you been impulsive, made an impulsive decision? Now we've got decisiveness, right? But we don't have a speed associated with it. However, we have some messages here for sure. Okay, making a decision and then taking appropriate action. So, where have you maybe made a hasty decision before? Okay, let's think about that, especially financially. Maybe it was an investment, maybe it was overspending, maybe buying something that you couldn't really afford at the time. Living within one's means, especially this day and age, can be a real challenge. So, we're looking at where have been in the past, because this is an issue. We need to take a look at the issues. Have we made a decision financially, perhaps impulsively, without thinking, kind of charging ahead and going like, I'm just going to hope for the best. And, so the issue is we've made this before. Now, we don't have to make that decision again. And there's also a lot, okay, I'm going to go straight to the outcome and then we'll talk about, like I said, okay, we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, now there could be a really solid, trustworthy business opportunity coming your way, but he is just so abundant. Whenever I'm doing a relationship reading, this is like the yes daddy card, okay? It's the one where I'm like, you have a very supportive partner. This isn't a love reading. It is an abundance reading, although take it as you will. One of the greatest things about being human is that we have free will choice. So if the cards are not resonating, we just want to take what we can and leave what doesn't serve us. And just like anything in life, right? Just like any meditation you're listening to, or financial advice, or whatever, if it doesn't make sense to you, then don't take it, right? It's not for you. Okay, so we have this wonderful result of if you are not hasty, okay, not hasty, and make it that we can get here, that we can get here. Okay, next I am drawn to the Knight of Pentacles. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is slow, it's more dependable. Okay, this is going to turn into investment advice, and it's the same advice I give everybody. Okay, but it's just showing here, it's happening. Okay, is a really safe place to invest is index funds. Now, I would like to be very clear. I am not qualified to give this advice and I take no responsibility for it. However, my index funds are giving a 13% return. So if you'd like to know which ones I'm investing in, you can just message below and let me know, and I'll just tell you because it's really safe. I have done a ton of financial education, like with Tony Robbins. I've read Money Master the Game, and what I took from that was index funds. And I've also done money mastery with him. And we have to remember that our finances are a relationship. Okay, this is like money is energy, and it has to be exchanged in order to have value, right? It has to move. It has to constantly move, or else it gets stagnant. And so we want to make sure that we are investing in things. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is all about planting seeds for future growth. So this is an investment. Okay. Now, it is not hard to find money to invest. You can invest as little as like $25 a month. You can have it like I'm starting in February. Both me and my husband are going to be contributing $100 a month into TFSA, which is a tax-free savings account in Canada. And then we're going to save it for a vacation to Costa Rica with our family, right? And so we're going to actually, and if I save $4,000 and get a 10% return, that means I've made $400 by doing nothing. And it's also tax-free in that account. Anyways, so just take a look at where you're going to plant seeds because you're being called to right now, but to do so with care and slowness. Okay. So we want to maybe forgive ourselves for hasty decisions in the past. Okay. We need to forgive ourselves for hasty decisions in the past. I've made them. Everyone's made, whatever. If you've played the market, oh my gosh, I really learned my lesson about playing the market during COVID. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it, but basically, let's say I have made some significant mistakes and now I don't. So, all right, next up. So, what are you going to plant and where are you going to plant it? Okay, that's really important. Okay, it could be really basic. You could just do a GIC, but it's really important that if you're going to do, if interest rates are high, you are going to you want to make sure that you're investing in which they are right now, right? Like in the right things it needs to be higher than inflation. Otherwise, you are losing money, right? So anyway, okay. Next up, whoo, okay. I'm drawn to the King of Cups. We've got two kings. All right, and kings are about leadership. They are about taking control of your situation. So the King of Cups is about taking control of your emotions, but he's also been through it. It's like I feel this, right? Like I have been through it with making those financial mistakes in the past, and now I have more clear vision. I feel much more settled. This is also about letting go of that lack mentality, letting go of the emotional connection that you have with lack. Okay, this is really important here because if we have this, if we can't get here, if we don't feel like we deserve it or that we can do it, it's really, really important that and there's lots of meditations to help you get through lack and all that kind of stuff, doing some shadow work around childhood, that kind of thing. All right, next up we have the Star. Okay, so we have two major arcana cards here. We've got the Star, which is full of hope and healing. Okay, we're here to heal. Now I'm getting more and more ready to heal this lack mentality so that you can really truly open up to abundance. I mean, if you're ever thinking you get into it, whenever I need a reminder of abundance, I look outside. I'm like, oh, there's literally hundreds of thousands of needles on that tree. All right. I live in southwestern British Columbia, and there are, you know, there's trees, there's abundance of everything everywhere you go. So it's all about noticing that and appreciating it rather than focusing on the things that we don't have. The Star tells us to open up to possibility in a positive, hopeful way, right? See, she's taking the water from here and she's feeding the earth with it, right? We're very much like, yes, okay, so look around. We've got all of these stars glittering in the sky. The weather, I walk my dog at like 6:30 in the morning and every morning, and it's just stars and the moon, and it's beautiful and it's crisp and it's clear. And here's the thing. We also have the eight of wands here, and it's so interesting because the eights are really structured, but this is like one of the timing cards in the deck, just like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, where this is saying, like, if you do this, like, actually something will happen quickly, right? No, you don't have to act quickly. I want to be clear about that. But take a look at the offers that are coming in, because they're all going to represent different things. Okay, so take a look at the offers coming in, do your research, right? And then make this decision about what we're going to do financially, right? Make the decision, but we don't have to do it quickly. You also make it a message, okay? So trust in that higher self, right? Trust in that connection that you have with your higher self, to make the decisions, right? I mean, we're so conditioned. We're so conditioned to make our decisions from logic. But I really want to, like, I'm getting very, very much right now, to check in with your authority. Okay, check in with your authority to make this decision. And that might make you feel really uncomfortable because we're so used to making them with logic. But only like 2% of people, according to human design, should make decisions with logic in their brains. It's just that we've been so socially conditioned to do that. And oh, here we go. And this then represents, if you're able to do this, to make decisions according to your authority rather than this, it's a whole new world for you. Okay, I started this about 4.5 years ago. About 4.5 years ago, I was listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks, and I'm an emotional authority, just like 58% of us. And so Abraham Hicks is for 58% of the population. It's part of why it's so popular, because it works for us. But if you're not, okay, if you're not an emotional authority, you should be looking at your sacral, your gut, your sounding board, or whatever it is, okay? But it closes this chapter of being dependent on our social conditioning, of using our mind. Now, I'm not saying throw logic out the window, okay? There's some stuff on logic here, but look at this. This is, if you're an emotional like me, this is 100% full steam ahead to go with that, because this is emotional leadership, emotional guidance, emotional stability. All right, now, if you're not, that's okay. We've got lots of other things in here for you. Okay, to wrap up, because honestly, I am a little late for a dentist appointment right now. Okay. But I wanted to get them done, because otherwise I'd be all like frozen doing these this afternoon, and that would be like no good for anybody. So, so for the collective, there are some decisions to make around your finances, that I'm really drawn to the, what are you going to plant for the future, right? Like, so, and we need patience, right? Remember, the market ebbs and flows. We want to make sure that we don't get too attached to the outcome, because spirit will not let us down, but make sure you're doing cautious, okay? But do your research, check in with these leaders, okay? Check in, right? But again, the outcome here, beautiful. This is so abundant, okay? So it's good, but we got to follow the instructions. Thank you, Spirit. Next week, I will be back with an overall energy reading for the month of February, and I hope to see you then. Bye.